Hey pizza lovers, what is a Neapolitan style pizza? Well, it derives from Naples, Italy, and the crust is made from double O flour and naturally leavened sourdough starter, and then it's topped with fresh San Marzano tomatoes and buffalo mozzarella cheese, sometimes a little bit of basil on top. Today I want to show you how to use the Neapolitan pizza product, like my jarred sauces and the pizza dough, to make this delicious traditional Naples style pizza. So we're gonna need a pizza stone, we're gonna need the dough, the sauce, some cheese, some basil, and then we're gonna pop that in a 500-degree oven and bake that for 9 to 11 minutes, depending on your preference, and then dinner or lunch is served. Let's get started. Here's what you're gonna need. A pizza wheel, a tried and true pizza stone. Look how many times I've used this guy, hundreds of delicious pizzas. For the pizza wheel, I like to mix a tablespoon of flour and a tablespoon of blue cornmeal finely ground to coat the pizza wheel so your pizza doesn't stick. You need the pizza sauce, traditional Neapolitan style. You need your buffalo mozzarella cheese, and of course, you need your dough. Let's cook this baby. Crank your oven to 500 degrees and get your pizza stone in there for 1 hour. Then take your pizza dough out for at least 1 hour to get it to room temperature. Put it in a bowl with a tea towel on top. This is where we're going to start to use the ground cornmeal and flour to coat your pizza wheel. Make sure there's a good helping on there. You're going to really need it. Get that dough, which is nice and relaxed and almost room temperature, onto the pizza wheel and gently begin to press into it. Almost like you're making focaccia if you've done that before. Press into the dough and you're kind of stretching it as you go. Then you can pick up the dough and start to wheel it around in your hands. This process is kind of lengthy, but I'm going to give you the whole thing so you can see how long it takes me to sort of spin this dough like a wheel. And you're gently stretching it as you go, but just a little bit. Gravity is also helping here. It's helping to drop the dough down. And then at this point, it feels good to me, so I'm going to start to spin the dough on my knuckles. You don't have to do this if it makes you nervous. If you happen to puncture the dough, NBD, just go ahead and put that down and take the piece that is punctured and kind of glue it together with your fingertips. Just kind of press those pieces back together. But what I really want to do is make sure that the middle is not too thin that it's going to rip, but that the edges are not so thick that it's sort of uneven. When you're done, your pizza should be about 11 inches in diameter. Start saucing up that pizza. I like to go just about to the edge with about 1/2 inch of crust. You can give yourself more crust if you want to. I crumble up all the mozzarella cheese into fine pieces before I start to put it on top of the pizza. It looks more attractive in the end when it comes out of the oven. Get that pizza in the oven for 9 to 12 minutes, your preference on how you want that crust to turn out. Let the pizza cool for a few minutes and top it with basil if you choose. I grabbed some from my garden. I like that little extra hit of basil. I cut this guy into 4 pieces. It easily feeds 2 people, especially if you're going to serve it with a salad. Taste test. Okay, so the crust is flaky and crunchy. I like mine a little crunchy. And then I can really taste those San Marzano tomatoes because they are not stewed. They're pretty fresh in the jar. So you're getting that burst of sugar and acidity from the tomato and a little hint of basil because there's basil in the sauce as well. Delicious. Buon appetito.